Maybe
Sorry,
next
kids.
weekend.
Yeah, and you know, I saw an email floating around that Water World is supposed to open this weekend. I mean, my goodness, unless you have a wetsuit, it might not be the best conditions to spend a lot of time outside, at least in the water. Here's a look at what we're tracking over the next 24 hours. We have another storm system that is moving in. Yes, another storm system that's moving in. It's going to arrive this evening. Rain is going to expand across southern Colorado. The rain will be heavy at times, which means the potential for flooding is going to be there through the first part of tonight. The rain is going to end by early tomorrow morning. However, when you go to sleep tonight, we're going to have some decent showers out there, so let's go ahead and track them. Storm Tracker 13 Skycast at 6 o'clock. We'll start to see a few of those storms beginning to slide across the I-25 corridor, but it's really not going to be until a couple hours later when the storms are really going to get going. Here's a look at 10 o'clock in the areas of yellow on Skycast. Skycast's way of suggesting we, again, could have that moderate to heavy rain. If we get any heavy rain producing cells to push over area burn scars, or areas that have just had a lot of rain over the past couple of days, then flooding is going to be a big concern. We will be tracking that very closely, so be sure to stick with us here on Channel 13. We'll keep you ahead of the storm. The storms are going to last through about midnight, still capable of producing heavy rain through midnight from Colorado Springs and along Highway 50. It won't be until about 3 a.m. and we'll start to see this band of storms lifting off toward our north and east. By 3 a.m., places like Denver, Lyman, Burlington still under the gun for some heavy rain, but things should begin to dry out for southern Colorado. By 8 o'clock, as you're heading out the door into school or work or wherever your Friday morning is taking you, we should see relatively drier conditions, but just know there could be some ponding on the roads, could still be some areas of drizzle, so give yourself a couple extra minutes to get into work tomorrow because you'll likely need it because of the wet conditions on the roads. As we take you into lunchtime, we are expecting some clearing of the skies. Now, not completely clear, but we should see the clouds breaking up enough where we get a few peaks of sunshine by early tomorrow afternoon. Help to lift your spirits a little bit and warm the temperatures up. It won't last for long, though. We are expecting a few more scattered to isolated storms to once again pop up late tomorrow afternoon and into tomorrow evening, so we'll have to monitor that threat. It's out across the plains. Skycast isn't overly crazy about it, but out across the far eastern plains tomorrow afternoon could see a few strong to severe storms. We'll have to monitor that threat too. Wind and hail would be the primary threats with any storms that develop out in that part of the state. Temperatures tonight will be falling into the 30s and 40s. We are going to keep that rain, as I mentioned, in place. So if you are heading out this evening, grab the umbrella. You'll likely need that later on. High temperatures tomorrow getting back into the 60s and yes, 70s. 70s expected from Pueblo to La Junta, Lamar. 70 degrees will be your high temperature in Springfield. Of course, we need to get the clouds out of here first. So expect a cool morning with a milder afternoon and then another round of thunderstorms late tomorrow afternoon and into tomorrow evening. But really the most active time frame of your Friday, that's going to be during the early morning. We're going to warm the temperatures up just a few degrees more on Saturday. Saturday, your high temperature is 66 degrees, and I'm going to keep it dry in Colorado Springs on Saturday because it looks like the storms really should stay off toward the west over the high country. So we'll keep a close eye on that, but at this point, looks like we could be in the clear. We'll have pretty cloudy skies around on Saturday, but we'll keep the temperature or the conditions drier. Sunday, however, a bit of a change. We'll get another cool front that pushes through, drops temperatures back into the 50s. It will bring another chance for rain during your Sunday afternoon. We'll keep the rain chances around for your Memorial Day, so if you are planning to head to any of the outdoor events, just know you'll need that umbrella. Could get chased inside by an isolated storm or two during the afternoon. 63 degrees will be your high temperature Monday. We'll keep the 60s in place Tuesday, Wednesday, then Thursday of next week. I threw a 70-degree temperature up there on the Colorado Springs 7-day forecast. I think we are going to begin to warm up through the middle and end of next week with some drier conditions finally sticking around for a bit. 70 degrees in Pueblo tomorrow, 74 on Saturday. Saturday again, mostly cloudy skies, but we should keep the storms away. 20% chance for storms, though, on Sunday. So Sunday looking to be the cooler and wetter of the two weekend days. Monday, just a 10% chance for storms, which means you have a 90% chance of not seeing anything. So Monday, your Memorial Day, not looking like a complete wash, but we'll have to keep an eye on any storms that do develop. Canyon City, 69 degrees tomorrow. Again, best chance for strong to severe storms will be out across the far eastern plains. We'll warm it up on Saturday before we cool it down on Sunday. Sunday, Monday, we're in the mid to upper 60s. We'll stay there through Tuesday before we warm things up Wednesday and Thursday of next week. Delaware County, almost a daily chance of showers, and we will see more of a rain-snow mix-up across the high country, but we're not anticipating much in the way of accumulation. 53 degrees tomorrow, 57 on Saturday with low 50s expected Sunday into your Memorial Day. And I know Memorial Day is the unofficial start of summer. I hope that at least we're able to get some sunshine so that you can go outside in your light jackets and enjoy the conditions. But you know, you've got to, you know, look at the good of all of this. We have not had to deal with high fire danger, which is something over the past couple of years we were tracking a lot of.
And we were so nervous about back in March and April too, because we were seeing them, they were coming out of nowhere.
Yeah, well, we had that one up in Teller County that gave us a bit of a scare, and so then all of the rain came. I think Mother Nature heard all of our prayers from the past couple of years, and now is making up for last time. So, and as we were talking about before, I mean, my goodness, it is green out there. The green, it looks beautiful. If we could just get some sunshine out to enjoy the outdoors that we now have.
It'll even out.
Yeah, it will.
Eventually.
Well, and you know, I anticipate that probably in August we'll get those 80, 90 degree days, and then everybody will say, oh man, why can't we get that, you know, 40s and 50s from May back?
The lower fire danger will last throughout the summer. We don't just see a lot of rain now and have things dry out by August.
Exactly, yeah, we can only hope.